Hello, Sagittarius. My name's Antoinette. Welcome to Pretty Baby Tarot. All right, I have a whole lot of messages for you. Okay, 1 second. I still have one more message coming in. Okay, so this is like a quick message. I feel like you. Okay, so this is one part of the message. You may be realizing like why somebody didn't message you back. Okay, if you reached out to somebody, you may be realizing like why they didn't message you back. Um, uh, for some of you, you guys are married and you tried messaging somebody, and I feel like you try to express, even if this is just energetically, how you felt about someone, okay? But the reason why it didn't come through, it's like they know that, you're attracted to them and they may even be attracted to you, but it's like they want something real, okay? Um, and, we have mature man in the reverse, message in the reverse, and change. So, 1 second. Okay, some of you may not be married, so take it as it resonates. So let's say you were trying to connect with somebody, but the attraction was there, but it's like maybe you didn't express how you felt. That could be why they pulled back. Some of you may be separated because they're spiritual and you're religious. Codependency, maybe they realize you have some codependency issues, or some of you may be realizing where your codependency issues. So if you are married, and this sounds like your message, you feel like you are a prisoner. You guys may be married in separation, but it's like this person may message you, very like dramatic, and you feel like you're nonstop like tied to this person. You guys this may be, you were married to somebody and they still reach out to you and you still are connected to them. They still have that pull on you, okay? And that may be like what puts a damper on this new connection, that you may be trying to have. 1 second, please. All right, sorry, I'm trying to cook breakfast for the kids, so be patient with me. And maybe some of you aren't even like married, but you're thinking about it, and you're thinking about it in a not a healthy light. You're looking at it as a prison, and and you may be realizing like why you think that. That's for some of you. For some of you who that resonates with, it's like a toxic mother, maybe. All right, I'm back. Another message is some of you may have grown up thinking your mother, that or your mother pretended to be like really religious, or like a saint. So she doesn't have to be religious, just like innocent, and you're realizing like your mother was not so innocent. Okay. Actually, some of your mothers may be into the dark arts. This could be your baby's mom as well. Could be, religious. And then I see food and hunger down here. So some of you, watch what you eat, So like, let's say you're going to, your baby's mother's, or your wife could be, or you're just your mother's. When you go to the house and eat food, Just like speak over it. You know, any negative energy that was put over this food, I'm clearing it and I'm putting loving, healing energy into this food. Um, so that could be something that, you know, you might want to do. I know it sounds crazy, but when people cook, um, like let's say, like for instance, my mother, okay, let's say I'm going to my mom's house and you know, I know that chances are, you know, my family even talked about me, and words are people like words. Oh no, they were just talking. Words are spells, sweetheart. It doesn't have to be, you know, black magic. It could just be, you know, speaking. Like maybe your mother has a really negative energy. Excuse me, that's spirit resonate. You know, and this could be your baby's mother. This could be, you know, your wife. That's considered black magic. Words or spells. Okay. So I don't care who you eat, whose food you eat. Speak over, you know, put healing, loving energy over it, clear it, and then do that. Okay. And that will be, you know, putting, you know, like healing over your food. For some of you, you're realizing like the relationship you witnessed growing up was really karmic. And, you know, that could be, you know, if you attract or if you, I want to say like attract, if those are the ones you're attracted to, because I feel like some of you are really attracted to some really not so like healthy relationships, and you're realizing like, okay, this is why, you know, maybe your parents' relationship was really karmic, or maybe your dad cheated on your mom, or your mom cheated on your dad, or maybe they were just really negative to each other. You know, for some of you, it could be low key. Or maybe it's, you know, maybe they didn't raise you, somebody else did. And you may be realizing, like, okay, this is why I'm not, you know, it's like mature man in the reverse. So it's like, for, you know, you males, you're like, that's why I'm, you know, you know, I cheat, or, you know, I want to have multiple partners, or, you know, just different, you know, take it as it resonates. This is why, in some way, shape, or form, I'm not in the upright, you know. So pretty much just realizing, like, you may not have been raised around some of the best people, and that's why, you know, your relationships have not been so healthy. Let's see. You know, you may be realizing, like, or, you know, for some of you, you stand into masculine of energy. Maybe you don't like to commit, you know, so, you know, Spirit's saying, like, okay, you know, it's good to have fun and game, but if you're trying to, like, commit to somebody, you can't, you know, it's like, you have to dive into your feminine energy, healthy, you know, feminine energy, where you just, you know, you need to, excuse me, sorry, my cat's being rude, but it's like, tap into your loving energy. So if you are in a marriage, you're ready to leave it. Some of you are really getting, like, what got you in this, you know, if you, it's unhealthy marriage, could be, doesn't have to be, but it's like you're realizing, like, why. You know, a lot of, you know, unhealthy behaviors that we inhabit come from, you know, our childhood. And for some of you, you've remained with a baby's mom, and you're realizing, like, it's not healthy. Like, I love my kids, and I may even love you, but we're not good for each other. Maybe, you know, maybe you do love this person, but you're realizing, like, so, like, let's say that they keep you in low vibrational state, and you know that you can't be in the upright, you know, and doing, you know, things in a good way while you're with this person. Maybe you're realizing, like, this person is made to, like, show you, you know, so maybe, you know, you had to deal with somebody who isn't so, you know, that would get you imbalanced to realize, you know, so that you would realize like how imbalanced you were to begin with in order, yeah, in order to grow. But you can't really blame them. They're there to teach you a lesson, right? But it's time to move on. So if you're holding on to resentment, it's time to forgive them. Um, because you can't really be mad at them, you know, for being toxic. You have to be mad at yourself for continuing to entertain it, okay? And if you, maybe you're realizing like, man, my mom really don't love my dad, or man, my dad don't really love my mom. It could be like for money. And maybe you watched a toxic marriage, or maybe you've already been married once, so now you're like a commitment phobe now. So maybe it's time for you to heal, and like maybe you want to get married one day, like low key, but it's like maybe you went through a really toxic marriage and you just think every other marriage is going to be like this one. Or maybe some of you've never been married, but you watched a toxic relationship growing up. You're like, fuck that. Okay, not every marriage is gonna be like that. Okay. Sagittarius. One more. Actually, a few. Whoa. All right. Okay, 1 second. Yeah. So, see, I feel like, you know, dealing, like, let's say you are currently like dealing with low toxic, you're realizing like your mom wasn't toxic, and or your mom was toxic, and that's why you don't choose. Oh, excuse me. So you don't choose, you know, healthy females. Some of you are realizing, like, I heard money doesn't buy love. Some of you are realizing, like, you're just ready to get a divorce. Maybe you married somebody specifically for money, and you're realizing, like, yeah, that's not what I want out of life. Okay. Some of you are just walking away from your family altogether. Some of you are walking away from a family dynamic because you realize, like, you know, whether it's, you know, you're losing money, or you're realizing it isn't what you thought it would be. Sudden wealth in the reverse. Some of you are realizing, like if you went in for money, you're realizing like you're not going to get money, because that's not wanting to build on a high, you know, a high vibration. You know, in order to get like something, you know, in order for it to work out, it's like intention, and you may be realizing that. So maybe some of you are realizing, like, you dealt with somebody who would have been, you know, good for you, and that's who you would have married, and they walked away because, yeah, coffin. They realized, like, you were like stealing their time. Some of you actually stole from this person. Some of you are just ready, you know, to deal with an official person. Some of you are ready to do the healing work in order to be the official person. Right, Sagittarius. I'm not taking the spirit. Sorry, those fell out. Can I get 4 cards for Sagittarius? Okay. Yeah, some of you want to, you know, do this healing and come back together with somebody, but you're realizing like I can't go towards this person until I do some healing, and you're realizing you can't go towards them until you walk in alignment with yourself. Okay. Some of you are realizing like I went into a marriage for money because, you know, or sex, because you didn't love yourself. And maybe you had somebody who had a, you know, or maybe you're realizing like I'm married to you, but the love just isn't enough. Some of you are ready to marry someone else. Some of you feel like you have your eye on somebody, you know, that could be the one, but you're realizing like they have to be able to trust me. I feel like you may have went towards this person, but it's like you went in a lusty way and you're realizing like, okay, that's not gonna fly. That's not what they want. They want some, you know, somebody who's aligned with them. They want, you know, commitment, and maybe you weren't ready for that when you were dealing with them, and now you're realizing like if I want this person, like I'm gonna have to do, you know, do the healing to where I realize like that we align and it'll last. All right, Sagittarius. Excuse me, cat. Sorry. This has been your reading. Take it as it resonates, my loves. Just know that. Goodness, sorry, my cat's a little crazy. But you're realizing like why, you know, things are. You are the way you are, and don't be hard on yourself. Just realize like if you want real love, you have to be real love. Look at angel number 1717. I don't know if that'll resonate, but it's like you may be realizing like you have some healing work to do. We all do, but if you want, you know, true love, you have to be true love. All right, Sagittarius, this has been your message. If it resonates, it resonates, my loves. If it don't, it don't. All right, have a great day. I'll talk to you later. Bye.